The atmosphere around you is trembling. You feel it. Portals have opened. Frequencies are shifting. And the unseen realm whispers your name. A code has been released. A divine key turned. And you are standing where heaven's rivers meet, the key to earth. You wonder why your spirit feels heavy, yet expectant. It is because money is about to flow into your life like water, unstoppable and uncontainable. You are not here by chance. You are here because destiny dragged you to this very moment. I declare with fire in my voice, you are chosen, and you are marked. Right now, you stand at the edge of a sacred portal. To step through, you must seal your alignment. When you subscribe, you are not just clicking a button. You are entering covenant with divine timing. When you like this message, you anchor your spirit into the flow of heaven's river. And when you comment, your name is written in frequencies that cannot be erased. Comment the word awakening to mark your seal. Your action today is not casual. It is spiritual. It is your agreement with God's promise. Step in now, align, seal it, activate it. You have always felt it deep within you, the quiet pull, the strange sense of separation. Others look at you and wonder why you do not blend in, why your path feels crooked to them but sacred to you. They cannot understand that you are marked. You were never designed to fit comfortably inside the ordinary. You were carved out to carry a frequency few will ever touch. There are moments when you sit in silence and ask, why do I feel so different? Why am I misunderstood? Why does my spirit feel restless even when everything seems normal on the outside? The answer is this: you are chosen. That discomfort is not a curse. It is a signpost. It is destiny pulling you into divine alignment. Others sense your aura shifting. They feel the weight of your presence, though they cannot name it. Some are drawn to your fire, while others resist it, fearing what they cannot comprehend. But you feel the heat within, the fire that will not let you rest, because you were created to carry more. You may feel isolated, but isolation is consecration. God hides His treasures before He reveals them. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. Your separation is your preparation. Your rejection is your redirection. So hear me clearly. Do not mourn the misunderstanding. Do not curse the difference. Celebrate it. That fire burning within is proof that you are chosen. And chosen ones cannot live as common ones. Your life is marked by divine purpose. And soon, money will flow into your hands like water. Because heaven equips those it calls. Lately, you have noticed shifts inside of you that you cannot explain. Sudden surges of energy run through your body like lightning, leaving you wide awake in moments when the world is asleep. That is no accident. It is a sign. Frequencies are rewiring you for what is about to flow. You feel a restlessness, an inner fire that refuses to be silenced. Ordinary routines no longer satisfy you. Something within keeps whispering, you were made for more. That whisper is not your imagination. It is the divine code stirring, unlocking the portals of abundance. Your dreams have shifted too. They no longer feel like random images, but like gateways, portals into unseen worlds. In these visions, you taste the future, sense divine instructions, and wake up knowing you touched eternity. Those dreams are not illusions. They are downloads preparing you for your money flow. And then comes the pull toward isolation. Crowds drain you, noise feels heavy, and silence feels sacred. You crave solitude because your spirit is in training. God is pulling you aside to write His codes into your heart. Isolation is not punishment. It is activation. Every surge, every restless night, every strange dream, every pull toward quietness, these are not coincidences. They are signals, frequencies shifting inside you, signs that the vault of heaven is about to open over your life. What you are experiencing are the secret codes of divine money flow unlocking, seals breaking, rivers forming, abundance preparing to flood you. You ask yourself, why now? Why is everything shifting in this season? Hear this truth. Nothing in your life is random. Every cycle, every hidden alignment, every frequency is guided by divine timing. What feels sudden to you has been written into eternity long before you were born. God has been aligning the heavens with your destiny. Just as the moon pulls the tides, unseen forces have been pulling on your spirit, preparing you for this exact moment. You may have thought you were delayed, but you were only being calibrated. Delays were not denials. They were refinements. Understand this. Money does not flow merely by effort. It flows by spiritual law. Heaven's currency operates on alignment, not struggle. And right now, the seal has been broken. God timed your breakthrough with heaven's calendar. You are stepping into a season where cycles converge and frequencies open. What was once blocked will now flow. Your wealth is not late. It has not missed you. It has been circling, waiting for the divine hour to strike. And now, that hour has come. Your wealth is calibrated with divine seasons. At the appointed time, rivers burst forth, doors swing wide, and what was hidden in shadow is released into light. You are not behind. You are right on schedule. Heaven's clock has struck. This is why you feel the trembling in your spirit. This is why you sense the urgency. Because now is your time. You have felt the sting of loneliness, the heavy silence when no one seemed to understand you. You have walked through rejection, doors closing in your face, people you trusted turning their backs. You have endured seasons of financial dryness when lack echoed louder than promise. And you have wrestled with inner doubts, asking yourself, am I really chosen? Did I imagine the call? These struggles are not random afflictions. They are sacred tests. Each trial is a portal, and only those who endure can pass through. Loneliness trains your spirit to hear God without distraction. Rejection redirects you to divine connections that cannot betray you. Financial dryness teaches you to value flow over possession, abundance over greed. And inner doubt refines your faith until it becomes unshakable. Hear me clearly. Without trials, the chosen cannot carry the flow of abundance. If rivers are poured into an untested vessel, the vessel breaks. But because you have endured storms, because you did not collapse when others gave up, you are now strong enough to carry what is about to be released. Your tears were not wasted. They watered the soil of your destiny. Your pain was not punishment. It was preparation. Every rejection was a redirection. Every silence a sanctuary. Every drought a refining fire. You are not broken. You are proven. And the very trials that once threatened to crush you have become the portals that qualify you for divine wealth. Every chosen one must walk through portals that the ordinary cannot see. These portals are not made of stone or steel. They are thresholds of the Spirit, gateways of frequency, doors hidden in fire, silence, breaking, and light. Each portal carries its own mystery, each one unlocking the next. You cannot skip them, you cannot rush them. But as you pass through, you are transformed into a vessel strong enough to carry wealth like a river. Hear me now. These are the 4 portals of awakening. You first encounter fire, not the fire that destroys, but the fire that purifies. When you step into this gate, every fear, every shadow of doubt, every hidden greed is exposed. It feels like loss. It feels like everything you trusted is burning down. But the truth is this: the fire is not your enemy. It is your ally. Fear must be consumed, for fear will choke your abundance. Greed must be burned away, for greed twists blessings into curses. You feel heat in your spirit, a pressure, a cleansing that feels unbearable at times. Yet, this is the refiner's fire, and only through it do you emerge pure, unshakable, and ready for overflow. I declare to you, if you are in the fire, you are not dying. You are being refined. Walk through, do not resist. For the fire gate is the beginning of your awakening. Once the fire has refined you, you step into silence. This is the silent river. It flows slowly, almost still, teaching you patience, teaching you trust. At this stage, you feel as though nothing is happening. You pray, and the heavens seem quiet. You look for signs and find only stillness. But understand this: rivers may look still, yet beneath the surface, currents are strong. In silence, God teaches you to flow, not to force. You learn to move without resistance, to rest in the unseen. Currents of divine timing. This stage is hard because the world shouts, "Hurry, move, make it happen." But the silent river whispers, "Wait, flow, trust." It is here that you unlearn striving and embrace alignment. It is here that you begin to realize money is not earned by panic, but attracted by peace. Do not fear the silence. It is a holy classroom where the codes of patience are written into your soul. After silence, you come to the shattering. This is the breaking shell, where everything false falls apart. Ego cracks, pride collapses, and the false self dies. The shell is the identity you built to survive. The mask, the performance, the lies you told yourself about who you are. When this shell breaks, it hurts. You feel vulnerable, exposed, uncertain. You wonder, who am I without the titles, without the masks, without the old roles? Yet, this breaking is birth. Just as a seed cannot release life until its shell is broken, your abundance cannot flow until your false self dies. Every crack is sacred. Every fracture is a prophecy fulfilled. You are not being destroyed. You are being revealed. This is the stage where you learn humility, where you discover that your worth was never in performance, but in divine identity. The breaking shell is not the end. It is the doorway to the dawn. And then, beloved, comes the radiant dawn. After the fire, after the silence, after the breaking, you awaken to light. This is not ordinary light. It is radiant, golden, infused with frequencies that shift everything around you. Here, money flows like water. Opportunities appear where there were only walls. Connections open that once seemed impossible. You feel free, weightless, as though heaven itself has aligned with you. This is the stage of clarity, the stage of freedom, the stage of divine flow. The radiant dawn is the portal of abundance. It is not merely about money, it is about kingdom wealth, legacy, overflow that impacts generations. You no longer chase provision. Provision chases you. You no longer strive for doors to open. Doors open because you carry light. Hear this revelation. You cannot stand in the radiant dawn without walking through the fire gate, the silent river, and the breaking shell. Each portal prepares you for the next. Each stage strips away what cannot carry the weight of abundance. So if you are in fire, walk through. If you are in silence, trust the current. If you are breaking, know that birth is near. And when the dawn arrives, step into it boldly. For it is your inheritance. You are marked for these portals. Few will endure them, but you are chosen. And because you are chosen, you will pass through. On the other side, wealth will flow like water. Clarity will blaze like sunlight, and your life will become a living prophecy. That is the journey of the four portals: fire, river, breaking, dawn. And once you walk them, nothing will ever be the same again. You are being rewired, not just in your mind, not just in your emotions, but in the very essence of your being. The awakening you feel is deeper than flesh. It is written into your DNA. Frequencies are shifting. Strands are aligning. And what was dormant in you is being awakened. This is why you feel surges in your body, fire in your spirit, restlessness in your nights. It is the code of destiny unlocking. Understand this. Money is not paper. Money is energy. It flows, it vibrates, it responds to frequency. To the awakened, money is not something to chase, but something to align with. When your frequency rises, wealth recognizes your vibration and begins to flow toward you. It cannot resist. It is drawn like rivers to gravity. But here lies the hidden key. Your words are codes. Every thought you think, every word you speak is a frequency that either opens or blocks the money flow. Words of lack close the gates. Words of faith unlock the portals. When you declare, "I am chosen, I am aligned, abundance flows to me," you release codes that activate wealth in the unseen. You are not waiting for money. Money is waiting for you to speak the right code. Every declaration is a key, every word a seed, every thought a frequency. The more you align with divine speech, the more heaven's current carries you into overflow. Your old identity is cracking like a fragile shell. The self you built out of survival, the masks, the fears, the false beliefs, can no longer contain the frequency of who you are becoming. The shell must break so the true you can rise. Do not fear the cracking. It is the sound of rebirth. For years, you were taught lies about money, that it is scarce, that it must be chased, that only the strong or privileged can carry it. Those beliefs are chains, and chains cannot flow. To step into your divine river of abundance, those chains must shatter. The mindset of lack must die, for lack is not truth, it is illusion. You were never meant to toil as a slave to survival. Money is not a cruel master. Money is a river, and rivers are meant to flow. You do not beg a river to run. You align yourself with its current. When you let go of the false identity, you step into the rhythm of divine wealth, a flow that never dries, a stream that never fails. Hear me. The old must die so the new can live. The false self must crumble so the radiant self can stand. You are not breaking down. you are breaking open, and as the shell shatters, you will rise into the truth, chosen, abundant, flowing. From this moment, you are not chasing the river. You are becoming one with it. Even in chaos, you are held. When the winds howl and the waves crash, you may feel surrounded by destruction. But in truth, you are sheltered in divine covering. The storm is not here to end you. It is here to strengthen you. The chosen are not destroyed by storms. They are refined by them. Every rejection you faced was not abandonment. It was protection. What you thought was loss was heaven removing what could not carry you into your next season. If that door had stayed open, it would have drained you. If that person had remained, they would have delayed you. Trust this. Rejection is redirection into destiny. You may feel shaken, but you are not broken. You may feel stretched, but you are not abandoned. The storm does not strip you of your calling. It seals it. The thunder is confirmation. The lightning is revelation. The rain is baptism. Take comfort in this truth. Storms surround the chosen, but they do not consume them. They wash away what is weak, so only what is eternal remains. In the storm, you are not alone. You are hidden, sheltered, and carried by divine hands. I declare to you now, you will rise, and you will carry abundance without apology. No longer will you shrink your light to make others comfortable. No longer will you hide your blessings for fear of being judged. You were not chosen to remain small. You were chosen to overflow. Your wealth is not random. It carries a kingdom purpose. The rivers of money flowing into your hands are not just for comfort. They are for impact. They are for building, for healing, for breaking cycles, for lifting generations. What flows to you will flow through you, reaching places your feet may never step, but your spirit will touch. I speak this decree over you. Nations will be blessed through your overflow. The very currency that once felt withheld will now become a tool in your hands. You will finance visions, support destinies, and unlock doors for others. You will not only experience wealth, you will become a distributor of heaven's resources. You are not rising just for yourself. You are rising for the broken who will see in you a living prophecy. You are rising for the next generation who will inherit freedom instead of chains. You are rising because God has trusted you with this mantle. So walk boldly. Stand tall. Let the world know you do not apologize for divine favor. Wealth is not your idol. It is your assignment. And through you, abundance will become a testimony that heaven approves and destiny provides. When your glow rises, the world cannot ignore it. Some will resist it. They will mock. They will question. They will envy. Because your light exposes the shadows they cling to. Your abundance will offend those who built their worth on lack. Your breakthrough will irritate those who settled for bondage. Do not be surprised when resistance comes. It is proof that your frequency has shifted. Yet, at the same time, others will honor you. They will sense the fire within and bow to the glow that cannot be denied. They will follow you, not because of who you were, but because of what you carry now. They will seek your wisdom, drawn to the light as travelers seek dawn after a long night. Hear me, your glow cannot be hidden. No wall, no enemy, no doubt can cover it. The chosen carry an aura that radiates beyond words. You are becoming a signal, a living prophecy, and the world must respond. Some will curse, some will bless, but all will notice. And that is the mark of divine favor. You cannot be ignored, for heaven itself testifies through your shine. Lift your eyes and see what waits. Beyond this moment, doors that were once locked tight will swing open as though invisible hands turn the keys. Paths that seemed blocked will clear, and opportunities hidden in shadows will emerge into light. Where there was once delay, there will now be acceleration. Where there was lack, there will now be overflow. Your wealth will no longer be about survival. It will be tied to legacy. You will not only live in abundance, you will leave abundance behind. Houses will carry your name, land will carry your mark, and children not yet born will reap the fruit of what you planted. Generational curses of poverty, fear, and limitation will shatter under your feet. The chains that held your family line will not hold you, and they will never touch your descendants. I speak this over you. Your future is not just survival, it is dominion. You are stepping into rulership, not begging. You are rising into authority, not scraping for leftovers. You will not only taste wealth, you will govern it, shape it, and release it as a weapon of light. This is the vision beyond your current season. This is the promise written in eternity, and it belongs to you because you are chosen. I decree over you now, you are unshakable, unstoppable, unbreakable. No force of darkness, no whisper of doubt, no chain of lack will ever hold you again. Your steps are ordered, your hands are anointed, your destiny is sealed. From this moment forward, you do not walk as one searching, you walk as one possessing. Hear this mystery. Every trial you endured was a code. Every tear you shed was a key. And now, the codes align, the seals unlock, and the river bursts forth. You are stepping into a divine current that will not run dry. I speak prophetically. From this day, your money flows like water, not in trickles, not in drops, but in streams that carve new paths and in floods that transform deserts into gardens. Your accounts will reflect heaven's rhythm. Your opportunities will multiply. Your name will be carried into rooms you have not yet entered. I lock this transformation with the seal of prophecy. You will not return to who you were. The old shell is gone. The new has risen. Wealth will no longer intimidate you, for you understand it is a servant of destiny, not a master of fear. So lift your head, chosen one. Walk in your authority. Let heaven and earth bear witness. You are marked for abundance. You are sealed for overflow. You are destined for dominion. And nothing, hear me, nothing can stop what God has decreed over your life. Now you stand at the threshold. The prophecy has been released. The codes have been spoken, and the river is ready to flow. But hear me, prophecy is sealed by action. You cannot just listen, you must align. When you subscribe, it is not just a digital gesture, it is a covenant. It is your agreement with heaven's decree, your signature on the scroll of destiny. When you like, you anchor your spirit, pressing your seal into the frequency of abundance. And when you comment, you stamp your name into divine timing. Write the word overflow in the comments, and let it echo as your prophetic stamp. Do not delay. Every act you take here is more than engagement. It is alignment. It is your way of saying, I receive, I agree, I am chosen. So step into this sacred ritual now. Click, comment, declare, and seal what has been spoken. And as you do, I release this final blessing over you. Richness forever flows. From this moment forward, you are sealed in abundance, anchored in destiny, and marked in eternity.